They used to have things commenting on my unibrow, on the gap in my teeth, on the facial hair that I had. If you're just beautiful, half the battle is won. To my surprise, I was one of the only 2 kids in my entire class of 60 girls that didn't get the opportunity to be able to even give the interview. I remember weeping and being like, why me? That I was really breaking from inside, but I couldn't show it on the outside. And my way of conquering that was Namaste ji, I'm Miss Mihika. This is how I used to introduce myself as a 3-year-old, and I was full of confidence and absolutely loved attention. I was barely some of 6 years old when one of the aunties at a family function looked at me and said to my mother that ये थोड़ी सांवली सी नहीं है, थोड़ी height कम है, facial hair थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है. For a little girl, if you're just beautiful, half the battle is won. And that day, I don't think I cared that much because I thought I was too young to think about it so much. And cut to 4th grade when it did kick in that there was something that I needed to work on. When my teacher picked me out of a class of 42 kids and she said, "Ye parchi pe jo bhi likha hai, you have to say it for 1 minute." And I picked that up and I was absolutely numb for a good 20 seconds. And that's a lot of time when a lot of people are staring at you. So when I looked at everybody, I'm looking back at the parchi and I'm trying to speak and I fumbled on my own name. And I became a complete joke in the entire class. Not just in the class, in fact, the entire school used to make fun of me for a lot of time after that. And I think for many, many years after that, a lot of people in my society used to actually make Facebook groups full of hate for me. Like, they used to have things commenting on my unibrow, on the gap in my teeth, on the facial hair that I had, or the way I walked, the way I talked, the way that I was so chirpy and bubbly and confident with all of this happening with me. And that, again, nothing shook me till my parents saw that I was really breaking from inside, but I couldn't show it on the outside. They actually went to my friend's parents' house and told them to take the page down. And that day I realized that this was not it. I mean, this is where it all just starts or what? But even after that, there were way too many instances where I felt that, I'm just sort of put down in many, many ways. And I didn't think that that is how I was constructed. I was a district level badminton player, then a state level badminton player. I was an athlete. I took to sport completely after that. And I used to, those friends who I used to sort of hang with every day, I started competing with them. There came a time in my life where I became so competitive that, at age 13, when I was given the opportunity by my mother to just go to a preschool and be able to, train little kids on dance and personality development, I completely grabbed the opportunity and I went on. So much so that, I think that's where my confidence sort of started to build up. Then when I was 15, I had my own jewelry brand. And I used to practice a lot of sales. So I made sure that, from that little bit of selling that I used to do within that family, within, my mother's friend circle, etc., I started to step on to more opportunities where I got to express myself more. And that little bit, from showing jewelry pieces to people, I actually started to tell them about what kind of styles can actually look really good on them. And someone then once mentioned that, I think I should sort of pick on styling, or I should learn how image works, or, what I should basically do so that I can be much better at, getting a few clothes together or explaining to people as to how they could sort of present themselves better. And again, who was I, right, to basically do something like that? Because I was the complete opposite of all of these things. So I learned image consulting much later, in fact, and a little bit of a backstory there because I was actually rejected the application 2 times because I was underage and somehow got it through when I was 17 years old. That was actually the time which was the hardest for me because I, got to know that my father was diagnosed of cancer. And, sometimes a normal human being gets so shaken that you don't realize what, is next in store for you. So, as someone who was just 17 and wanted to start out her own image consulting career, I realized that there was something I had to do was, that was hatke, something that people don't forget. And again, I was the youngest in my class. And when I walked into a class where the average age was 35 years, it somewhere sort of shook me because I was, at most times sort of mocked mostly by कि अच्छा आप तो बच्चे हो, आपको कुछ इतना समझने क्या वाला है, give it time, or why don't you read up on Google before coming in? And many a times it so happened that I felt I wished I knew things. Like I wish that, these people were around me more. I wish I did more homework. So I took it up as a challenge. So there was a point where there was no other image consultant who was certified at the age of 19. And that is where, suddenly that kind of rush came to me. And I was just, again, in mixed emotions because I didn't know whether age 19, the youngest image consultant, was a compliment or was it something that I needed to hide for a while because I couldn't let people know that I'm that young and I could sort of help you out in your life. For me, the first project I wanted to work on was myself. So I took image consulting to groom myself first. Little by little, started to share my journey with more people. I was too young to even be able to tell people that I was a consultant, a full-fledged consultant who could tell you how to make your life better. But again, who is going to trust an 18-year-old kid? So I started to hide my age. I started to just do good work because that is what I knew. That is what I had learned. I just wanted to perform. And I needed every bit of opportunity so that I could go out there and tell people that this is what I do and this is what I can change in your life. But again, people end up looking at the packaging. People end up, expecting a lot from you at a certain point in your life. So if you've done a certain course, they still want you to get an experience of at least, 5-6 years before you can actually approach them for something, because that's when people think that they can trust your expertise. So I wanted to change that, and I wanted to know that I was damn good on day one of my consultancy. So I actually got a lot of opportunities while I was in college. I was all of 18 years old when in the second year of college, I started to take up courses in my very college. And a lot of opportunities came my way. I started consulting 3-year-old kids to, my eldest client was 83 years old. And that is what I sort of saw in front of my eyes, that people do change, with just a little bit of nudge, with just that little bit of knowledge, if you just get to share your way. There is a certain technique. There's like that method to the madness. And all you need to do is recognize within yourself. So I took on to this job of mine, and I think I loved it so much that I wanted to do it on a larger scale. So I waited for my college, to sort of start on with these placements that every college has. To my surprise, I was one of the only 2 kids in my entire class of 60 girls that didn't get the opportunity to be able to even give the interview in an organization. I thought that if I even just gave the interview, I would get the job. I was that confident. And one thing led to the other. I remember still sitting on my desk, with those 7 of my friends surrounded. And I remember weeping and being like, why me? With all of this happening, I could have just easily just got a job. How difficult could life possibly get? And someone, one of my very dear friends looked at me and she said, what's stopping you? You already have a few clients. You already are enjoying your work. You don't really want to do a job. And I think, you're dynamic enough to get started. But there was something in me that, I just wanted to try one more time. So I remember sitting with that same friend of mine and applying to over 200 plus companies, and not a single company wrote back saying you're selected. So I think that is again another shuttle my way. And for my way of conquering that was, nobody's giving me a job, so let's make one. And that's how I came up with the idea of just getting started with my own company. This was at age 18. And I still remember this was the 29th of January 2017 when we had this conversation. And when I sort of heard that, what's stopping you? Just get started. Within 2 days, I made my website and launched mihikabhanot.com on the 1st of February. The same day that my grandfather's birthday was on the 1st of February. And he was that one person, I think, that always taught me that, adversity and every kind of challenge comes to those people who can handle it. So I still remember that every time that I'm in a fix or in some kind of fallout, for me, I felt that I wasn't constructed to give up. And I always say this, that, my mother is like the steel factory, and that's why I'm made of steel. So every time that, I saw something that was too hard to handle, I started to realize that there has to be a way out of it. And I think, again, the deal with my case was that I never chose the easier option. For me, loving myself, accepting myself, being able to go out there in the market and be able to change people's lives is what gave me the kind of fire and was fueling me every day. So I, just came to a conclusion in my mind that, somebody will always have something to say, and you're not going to be able to make every single person happy. So just keep doing what you do. You be you, because that's what's, going to change the world one day. For all those who, have at some point been body shamed, or have had, certain experiences where people are mocking you on your communication, or on the way you look, on the way you act, on the way you behave, please understand that the way you think is the way you will feel. And the way you feel is the way you will act. And the way you act, then accordingly people will respond to you. So understand that every single thing happens for a reason, and that you're here to make a dent in this universe. So make sure that you do your level best every single time that you perform something. Because I asked myself just that one question every time I did something. And that voice still is in me. Is this my best? And when you can answer, when your heart says, yes, it is your best, there's nothing better you could have possibly done. And that's when you know you're right. So keep asking yourself this question, keep getting better, because this is you and you're here to conquer it.
Josh Talks is now a Spotify exclusive podcast. The audio version of our talks will be available only on Spotify. If you like this video and you like to listen to more inspiring stories like this, please follow the Josh Talks podcast only on Spotify.
अगर आप भी इस वीडियो के एंड तक पहुंच गए हैं तो मेरी तरह ही आप भी इंस्पायर जरूर हुए होंगे। आपको भी मोटिवेशन मिली होगी अपने सपनों को पूरा करने की। दोस्तों, सपने तो हम सभी देखते हैं, लेकिन हम में से कुछ ही लोग अपने सपनों को पूरा करने में सक्सेसफुल हो पाते हैं। मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूं कि जो भी इंसान अपने गोल्स को अचीव करने में सक्सेसफुल होता है, उन सभी में कुछ कॉमन स्किल्स होती हैं, जैसे कि अच्छी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, जो कि स्पोकन इंग्लिश से आती हैं। और दोस्तों, हम सभी इस स्किल को मास्टर करके अपनी लाइफ में आगे बढ़ सकते हैं जोश स्किल्स ऐप के साथ। इस ऐप में हम 1 by 1 वोकैबुलरी के नए वर्ड्स, ग्रामर प्रैक्टिसेस, रीडिंग और राइटिंग प्रैक्टिसेस के साथ साथ अपने जैसे अन्य हजारों स्टूडेंट्स के साथ ऑनलाइन इंग्लिश में लाइव बात करके अपनी इंग्लिश को वर्ल्ड क्लास बना सकते हैं। आज ही अपनी सक्सेस की तरफ पहला कदम लें, भारत के नंबर 1 स्पोकन इंग्लिश ऐप जोश स्किल्स के साथ।